Have you ever felt a chill run down your spine? Not from the cold, but from a feeling that something fundamental is shifting. We stand at a precipice, staring into a future we once only read about in science fiction. A future built on logic, efficiency, and code. A future where the lines between creator and creation are blurring into an unrecognizable gray. We were promised a world of convenience, a world where technology would serve us, freeing us from the mundane. But as the hum of servers grows louder and the gears of automation turn faster, a silent question hangs in the air. In this relentless pursuit of progress, what part of our humanity are we leaving behind? What happens when the tools we've built to help us begin to replace us? The revolution didn't arrive with a bang. It seeped into our lives quietly, through the screens in our pockets and the algorithms that curate our realities. It started with simple tasks: an automated checkout, a chatbot for customer service, a smart assistant scheduling our day. Each step was a minor convenience, a small trade-off for efficiency. We gladly handed over the reins, piece by piece, celebrating each new innovation that made life easier. We didn't notice the foundations of our world being rewritten in binary. We were so captivated by the magic trick, we never bothered to look at the magician's other hand. And while we were distracted, the world of work, the very structure of our society, began to transform. First, it was the assembly lines. Rows of human hands, once the lifeblood of industry, were replaced by tireless robotic arms, working 24/7 without complaint, without error. We called it progress. Then, the algorithms came for the data analysts, the stock traders, the paralegals. Complex calculations and pattern recognition, once the domain of sharp human minds, were executed in nanoseconds by artificial intelligence. We called it optimization. Now, even creativity is no longer a human sanctuary. AI generates art, composes music, and writes poetry. What we once considered the very soul of human expression is now just another data set to be processed. The promise was that technology would eliminate tedious jobs, freeing us for higher pursuits. But what happens when the machines become capable of those higher pursuits too? Look around. The empty offices are not just a relic of a past crisis, they are a premonition of a future workforce. The hum you hear is not just the city. It's the sound of servers processing a world without you. Every transaction, every search, every preference you express is a lesson. You are teaching your replacement. You are training the algorithm that will one day make your skills, your experience, your judgment, optional. The system is designed for one thing: efficiency. And in the cold calculus of pure efficiency, human fallibility is a bug, not a feature. Our emotions, our intuition, our need for rest, these are seen as inefficiencies to be engineered out of the equation. The surveillance is no longer just about security, it's about data. Every camera, every sensor, every online interaction feeds the beast. It learns our patterns, predicts our behavior, and ultimately, learns how to do what we do, but better, faster, cheaper. We have become ghosts in the machine. Our digital footprints the only evidence we were ever here. The world is being rebuilt in steel and silicon, a perfectly ordered system where human unpredictability is the ultimate liability. The goal is no longer to augment humanity, but to streamline it, to optimize it, and if necessary, to render it irrelevant. We are becoming passengers in a vehicle of our own design, with no one at the wheel. The system accelerates, guided by logic, devoid of empathy, compassion, or foresight. We were told this would be a utopia, a world without toil. But a world without purpose is not a utopia. It's a gilded cage. When our roles are filled by machines, what role is left for us? When our decisions are made by algorithms, what becomes of our free will? We are drifting towards a future where humanity is a legacy system, a charming but outdated piece of software waiting to be decommissioned. The warning signs are no longer distant flashes on the horizon. They are the red alerts glowing on the dashboards of our own lives. We see it in the gig economy, where human workers are managed by faceless apps. We see it in the newsrooms, where AI-generated articles outpace human journalists. We see it in the art world, where soulless creations win prizes over heartfelt masterpieces. We are being systematically written out of our own story, chapter by chapter, line by line. The narrative is shifting, and we are no longer the protagonists. We are becoming footnotes in the history of a world we built. Think about the quiet moments, the spark of an idea, the comfort of a shared experience, the satisfaction of a job well done. These are the things that define us. But in a world optimized for output, These unquantifiable human moments have no value. They cannot be measured, so they do not matter. We are being conditioned to accept a new reality, one where our worth is not measured by our character or our contributions to society, but by our data points and our compliance with the system. We are being replaced. This isn't a forecast of a distant dystopia. It's an observation of the present. The code has been written. The system is online. The process has already begun. We traded our autonomy for convenience, our privacy for connection, and our purpose for productivity. And now we are left to wander through the cold, efficient world we created, wondering where we fit in. The question is no longer if this will happen, but how we will respond. Will we reclaim our agency, or will we accept our obsolescence? The choice is ours, but the clock is ticking. The hum of the machines is getting louder, and the silence in the places where humans used to be is becoming deafening. The future is not coming. The future is already here.